Why do you think guys no longer want to get married?
My boyfriend of 7 years refuses to marry me.
The men who want to be married are already married, and the ones that don't want to be married are the ones left behind.
The guy I'm dating now, we're on the exact same page about wedding, and he does not want to marry me.
What men really want and what they really need is peace.
A lot of you guys are shitty wives.
He don't love you unless he marries you, okay?
You think that American women are unmarriageable?
Man truly loves you, he will solve your life problems. Not know, oh, that sucks. He will get up and he will say, what do you want? What do you need? How can we fix it?
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Don't get married. You're free, man. You're free in the world, so don't get married, please. Forget about population. It will grow automatically. Don't get married. Don't lose your freedom and individuality. And your pride, man. You're a man. You're always wanted. I'll tell you. You're always wanted. But once you got it, you're jailed.
If a guy really wants you, he will pursue you, and nothing will stop him from that. I don't care if you think it's his religion, his parents, his job, whatever. Stop it. Like that, none of that matters. If he loves you, if he values you and wants to make a life with you, he will go after you. That's how they're wired.
I'll never forget the advice an older, wise woman gave me once. She said, sweetheart, always marry a man that loves you more than you love him. Something to think about.
My wife never ever says good morning, hello, or anything to me, really. She just takes me for granted. I'm just there. Basically, the only time she says anything to me is to bark an order at me. Why? Well, she's not wife material. Sorry, you married a broken one. Or men will say, anytime I say anything that approaches the world of romance or even, God forbid, sexuality, my wife becomes irate and angry and violent at me. Why? Well, she's not wife material. Sorry.
Question is, why are men saying no to marriage? Number one, perception of the loss of freedom. I pray that none of you guys choose a spouse that makes you feel like you have to lose yourself in order to be with them. Number two, fears about potential divorce. Number three, unwillingness to make the sacrifices that marriage requires. Number four, men today can get the benefits of a connection with a woman without commitment. Thank you, modern dating. Number five, there is not a lot of messaging about how marriage actually benefits men.
Some of y'all been calling me delusional. I call it manifestation. Speak it into existence, babe. Speak it loud and proud. He will be coming back. He will be asking me to be his girlfriend. He will be saying that he was in love with me since day one. He will be asking to marry me. He will. You know why? Because if there's a will, there's a way. His name was not Will, but there is a way. Listen, I just rewatched the video. My therapist needs to reply to my email. It's been a couple days. I'm unwell.
What men really want and what they really need is peace. You need to be his peace. A man's job is to provide for you. He's going to be operating at high stress levels, and the last thing he needs is to deal with your toxic drama bullshit. He needs to come home after working hard all day to provide for you. He needs to come home to peace. You need to be comfort. You need to be his peace. And the older I get, truly, the more I understand this. You can literally be the hottest girl alive, the hottest. But if you are drama, if you are toxic, if you are just constant, he's gonna dip you so fast you can't even blink. Men don't like the drama. So if you really want to tie a man down, stop focusing so much on your looks and start focusing on yourself. Start focusing on how can I provide him peace.
So sometimes guys say this is why fewer and fewer guys are getting married. Also, fewer and fewer women are getting married. There's fewer and fewer marriages. People not getting married when they don't really want to is great. That would be fewer divorces.
You think that American women are unmarriageable? Or are there certain women out there who do have the quality?
Get those safe spaces ready, because this just might hurt a few feelings. Because there's a lot of American women that will never be considered marriage material, because quite frankly, a lot of these women are just too selfish to be in any kind of long-term relationship, let alone a marriage. Because the amount of time, effort, and self-sacrifice, and yes, that's by both parties in that relationship, that is required to make a marriage work, does not often occur to those individuals who often only think about how to get ahead financially or socially and tend to view relationships as strictly transactional, as a lot of American women do. Not to mention that a lot of these women also want to go into these relationships being treated like princesses and queens, but yet do not bring anything to the table.
Prefer not to get married to an American woman is because most American women are wired for divorce. Many of them come into your life just to divorce you. They are okay with going through a divorce. They are not willing to take any hit. Any little thing. I'm about to go to the car. I'm about to go to court and get a divorce with you right now, man. I ain't playing with you, boy. I don't want you no more. I'm going to check out this relationship. I do not want to go through that. Most American women live on fast food. Checkers, KFC, Popeye chicken, and, McDonald's. I do not want to go through having to buy food every day outside. This is one of the reasons why I would prefer to get married to an African woman, because African women, they have been trained to make food in the house. They have been trained to stay in the relationships no matter what happens. It's very difficult for an African woman to get a divorce.
After hearing this woman commented,
Reason why a lot of women will never be a wife. It doesn't matter how good you look. It doesn't matter what you do to enhance your body. Makeup, you could slap on makeup. A pig will always be a pig in a lipstick. And let me explain something why I say that. You could go get weight loss surgery. You could do everything. You could put on a push-up bra. You could fix your body. You could do whatever you want. But one thing you will never fix is your mentality. That's why a lot of you guys won't get wifed up. The way you think and the way your mouth is. You guys could be the most beautiful, attractive woman, but your mouth is the reason why a lot of you are single up to now. The way you talk to a man, you feel like you could talk to a man any kind of way. And that's the reason why a lot of you will always remain single. I don't care how beautiful. You see, a lot of you guys are hitting the wall in your 30s and being up on TikTok crying that you can't find a man. And a lot of you still look good. You know why? It's your mouth and you already been ran through. That's why you have a lot of miles on you. Facts.